Thank you so much. Thank you so much. My greatest kill. Why does everyone always go to the kills? I believe in putting the work in. And next time you address my name, make sure that shit is with 4 letters. Cause I'm considered one of the GOATs now. I've been in the game since '96, but the most important thing when it comes to this slasher game is cardio. Because I don't have super strength like a Michael Myers, immortal powers like a Jason Voorhees, or even get into your dreams like a Freddy Krueger. I'm a natural human being, so cardio plays a big part in my game. You ever try to run after teenagers? These little motherfuckers are fast, and they throw shit, and they flip you, so you have to be able to get up quickly and stab down, you know? Because if not, you know, you're lost in the game. And what's your favorite scary movie?
Yo fam, welcome back to another episode of Q Reviews. In this Q Reviews, we'll be going over Scream 2022, directed by the Ready or Not directors. This is Scream 5, but it's called Scream, but I'm not going to take you down that long rabbit hole. It's obviously a meta play on franchise being rebooted, and as a franchise being rebooted, kind of a sequel, how do I feel about this film? Well, let me get something out the way that I really loved about this film. Motherfucking Ghostface was putting in that knife talk, and I'm talking about some of the best Scream kills in the entire franchise. It was gory, it was bloody. Knife did things that I didn't think they could do, or I haven't seen before in a Scream film that made it a true slasher. I mean, the knife talk was real in this bitch. That's what I really enjoyed in Ghostface. Every time he was on scene, the tension was there. You know what I'm saying? The action, it was well shot. Some shots of Ghostface, he actually looked like death himself, you know, like in this long black robe with this just white face, you know what I'm saying? And that knife talk coming out. I just thought they did a really good job with the Ghostface character. He steals the movie. You know who else steals the movie? In performance-wise, David Arquette, son, as Dewey, Deputy Dewey here. Deputy Dewey is not played for a joke in this movie. He actually takes this role very seriously and very honest approach to his role this time around. And he was the best performer in the whole entire movie. You know what I'm saying? He's really bringing it. David Arquette, like, okay, let's go. He takes it a little serious, but I think it works for his character this time around. Sidney Prescott's back, played by Neve Campbell, and of course Courtney Cox by Gail Weathers. It's a nice return to form to see them once again around, but Sidney Prescott is not in it as much as you think. I don't think she really shows up near to the third act. And to be completely honest with you, we really didn't need Sidney Prescott in this film, but like I think it brings it all together to make the Scream peanut butter and jelly sandwich to make this cohesive. So it was good to see her, even though she didn't do much. She's not the focus of this main story. The focus of the main story goes to another girl, like a new girl who has some family ties with the Scream history. I'm not going to spoil it for you here, but overall, these new kids, I didn't love their performances. I think some of the acting in some parts is absolutely atrocious. Sometimes it's just like really bad and really cringy. The dialogue that they write for these characters is basically almost like a MTV Lifetime made for Scream movie. The thing that made the first Scream works were the characters. Like Matthew Lillard saying "lever alone" was absolutely hilarious.
Just getting mad, right? Better live her alone. Live her alone. Ow, liver.
And with the first Scream, you believe these kids as real teenagers. They're funny, you know. The banters and jokes are real. Like you can relate to them. These kids, you know, you don't relate to them. They obviously look seems like they're reading dialogue of a film. They even tried to make a connection with the first movie with some characters in the new film, to give them like a reboot of the character that you may know and love, and I think it worked okay for the most part. As you may not know, Wes Craven directed all of the Scream films 1 through 4. He didn't direct this one because he passed away, and you can obviously tell the directors are trying to pay homage to Wes Craven, and some of the stuff is even on the nose. Like they really retreaded the same thing from the first film, and take it how you may. Especially in the third act, I was like, oh, I had been here just a minute ago. You know, I was there in '96 in the theater to watch the first Scream. And then when I seen them retread the same material, it wasn't nothing fresh and new. It was kind of the same old slot. I mean, the fun part of the Scream films is to figure out who the killer is. And I kind of figured out who the killer is 10 minutes into the movie. Like, I already knew who it was. I know this is one of the killers for sure. And it turned out to be true. So that was kind of predictable. And the third act in the end, how they explained what they were doing or why they were killing people was stupid. It was kind of stupid. I understand what they're coming from in the times we live in now. But like in the first movie, Billy Loomis was, you know, his father was sleeping with his mom, so he was pissed at Sidney and their whole family because of that. And Stewie was just a fuck up and a fucking lunatic. So, you know, that makes sense. This dynamic here, I was like, I don't know if I buy that 100%. So you know, that takes away from the film for me a little bit. But overall, man, I did have a great time with Scream. Is it touching the first one? Absolutely not. But is it a return to form? Yes, because of Ghostface here. The Ghostface kills are motherfucking murderous. That knife talk, son, is real. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I really enjoyed about this film. I mean, Ghostface is killing the game, son, with a slasher. It's a true slasher in that nature, how Ghostface put in that motherfucking knife work. I'm just saying that. Go see it for that alone. So overall, if I had to give Scream a score, it's going to be a 3.5 out of 5. I had fun. I'm sitting in the theater in a January movie having fun with Scream. I'm loving the kills. I think Wes Craven would have dug this film, you know? Even though they're retreading some of the same material that he already did, it's not done in a really distasteful way. Yeah, it's not like Matrix Resurrections where they are insulting your intelligence by literally giving you almost the same movie that they did. Now, these movies are gonna be very similar because it's a Scream movie. You gotta figure out who's the killer and things like that. But I think they did a pretty good job for keeping me invested. I was never really bored in this Scream movie. So you got your emotional moments that the acting's not there. But overall, you know, when Ghostface shows up on the motherfucking scene, putting in that knife talk, I was fully invested and the kills are there. And it's definitely worth a watch. So 3.5 is my score. What do you guys think of Scream 2022? I know it's getting high praise and high reviews. I'm at the middle with it. As far as the Scream franchise goes, I don't know. I haven't watched 3 or 4 in a while. I remember liking 2, but not loving 2. Like, of course, number 1 is the GOAT. It's like in the top 5 slashers of all time. This may be a close second or part 2. I don't know. I have to watch it again. I have to watch them all again. But right now, it's definitely a solid watch. I'm going to buy it on Blu-ray. Let me know what you guys thought of Scream 5 in the comments below. And if you like this video, go ahead and hit me the like button. And if you really like this content, consider subscribing to the Q Review family.
And don't just stare at it. Eat it. Peace.
I'm out cold, you hoes been exposed. Walk up on you slow with the foe, and I know you got more left for dead on the road. I strode when your car got towed.